Welcome back, everyone. It is February 5th, 1942. We're here with another episode of Yamamoto's Folly, our continuing struggle against the Allies. Let's see what this turn has in store for us. A little ASW action here as one of our ASW task forces finds the O-25 in the South China Sea, but doesn't manage to land any depth charge hits. Also find some ships around Darwin here, but we are not able to. It was an ASW attack. We're not able to hit any of these ships with our torps. A little more ASW here on the O-25, and again at Darwin. On to the AM air phase, starting out with some sweeps over Port Moresby to no effect. And this time as we go into Rangoon, he does have some cap up above the Hex. But our bombers still make it through. And no one loses any planes. I will be attacking here at Rangoon, so I want to do a final push of bombing if I can. And of course, bombing at Hankow, where we continue to inflict good losses there. Also sweeping at Singapore, hoping to destroy some of his fighters that he has over the Hex. We'll see how many zeros I lose in the process. He does have 130 fighters at Singapore, quite a few. And they seem to have my zeros number. I am going to lose some. I do lose 3, but it looks like I take out 8, 10, 11 of his aircraft. So, all in all, a good sweep. Be attacking at Tarakan again, so I'm bombing there to hopefully soften up those defenses. Not doing too much to the combat troops, but quite a bit to the non-combat, disabling quite a few squads. And again. Also bombing there at Wuchang. He only has 1 unit left there. So once I finish up with Nanchang, I should be able to come in behind him at Hankow and take Wuchang. We'll see. Also bombing here, of course, outside of Shinkao. Not doing quite as much damage as I'd like, but every little bit counts. Of course, continuing to bomb Nanchang as well. More bombing. Sorry, this is a little bit boring here with all the bombing going on. Doing some good damage though here at Rangoon. Hopefully that'll be enough for us to flip the Hex today. Crossing my fingers. B-17s tried to bomb us at Sinkoang. I think we're going to be able to fend it off, though. No, they get through. Ouch. And we lose 2 planes on the ground, and they inflict some runway hits. Not good to see. We'll see if they follow up. They do with some Liberators. Those are managed to be fended off. And he sweeps us again with those D-520s at Kuala Lumpur. Before we go back to bombing. Oh, that was a great bombing run. 179 casualties. We're bombing at Hankow there. And on the Port Moresby runway. Looks like we're doing some good hits here. damage Catalina at 19 runway hits. That's what we like to see. Still going after Terracan as well. And a little tiny sweep goes in at the end. That's not going to do much. Actually, it takes out a Martlet. We'll take it. So lots of things happening in the air here, lots of bombing. Another sweep here from my zeros. Looks like I am going to lose at least one. Yeah, probably more than one lost here. We saw a couple explosions happen in the replay. Yeah, take out 4 of his planes, so that's great to see. You may be wondering why I'm using zeros a little bit more liberally again. It's because I have really upped my zero production, so I feel good about my replacement rate. For the first time since really starting the game, I'm happy with the amount of zeros that we're producing each turn compared to our losses. And also, my training pipeline has started to put out pilots, so I do have pilots with at least 70 air skill, quite a few of them in reserve, ready to take the places of any fallen comrades. So I can replace my losses right now a lot better than I could the same time last month. Onto the PM air phase. Gotta go after Cebu, it's what we do. Catalinas go after our ships at Adak Island. Luckily, they don't connect again. That looks like it. We do hear a ship sinking noise, not sure where that's from. I do attack here at Kunchang. We get a 3-to-1, reduce the fortifications to 2. Very minimal casualties on our part, so we should be able to take this hex shortly. Good results there. Shock attack at Terracan, and the bombing really helped us out there. We get 5-to-1, even though they're at fort level 2. And we take the hex, destroying 2 of those units outright. Yeah, some good destruction of his units there. And we finally take Terracan. It took us long enough. I attack at Kukang. Again, just trying to destroy these units. 22 I should say, to 1. It's still not destroying these. They have to start falling eventually. I bombard here at Kukang just to see what they have. And so they have 412, we have 1,000. We may start to attack there, especially since we've been bombing, and see if we can't make some progress against his forts. Also make a deliberate attack up here near Yunnan, and that goes well for us. 4-to-1 odds, and we push those units back. And we shock attack at Rangoon after all that bombing today. It looks like we destroyed.
Yep. Poor GIs
awesome.
And Marines.
We took Rangoon.
This is Orphan Anne at Radio Tokyo, bringing you some hot music and another blow to your morale. Today, our High Command announced that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Rangoon.
Not only did we capture it, we destroyed 3 of his units. And a lot of squads there destroyed in the combat. So that's great to see. And we take Rangoon, which is one of the key bases to take in Burma, if not the key base to take in Burma, before you push up into India. Bombard at Muntok. I just need to get supplies to these troops. Once they have supplies, we will attack here again. And I also take Sandpit via Paratrooper, continuing to solidify my gains here in Borneo. That's also going to allow us to fly in some air bases and then have another air base close to Sarajevo, close to Batavia. If they don't bomb it into oblivion first, we'll see. Because now that he does have those 4-engine bombers in the area, he could just set them at low level and go to town on that hex before I could build it up. That looks like it for the turn. Pretty happy with it, all things considered. Took Tarakan, took Sandpit, took Rangoon, had some decent combats in China. Let's take a look. Definitely closer than we've ever been to his score. We're almost at a 1-to-1. Let's look at aircraft losses today. I lose 26, he loses 40. That is great. I do lose 13 zeros, but he loses 15 Martlets, 13 Hurricane Bees, 4 Kitty Hawks, 3 Buffaloes. I lose some Lilies and Oscars, but for the most part, good day in the air, and we take out quite a few of his planes, especially fighters there over Singapore. That's what I was talking about. And like I said, 13 zeros may seem like a lot, but when we look at aircraft replacement, I built 14 zeros this turn. So I'm replacing those losses, and so it's not a drain on our zero pools, though of course the experienced pilots are going to hurt. Let's look at ship sunk. We did hear a sinking sound, but not sure what it was from. Gonna take a quick look at Rangoon here. We were not able to extract any supplies there. It looks like he did manage to drain the supplies out of Rangoon beforehand, which is unfortunate. And let's see how damaged the industry is here. Light industry is completely damaged. Let's turn the repair off there. Refinery is completely damaged. That seems odd, doesn't it? Resources are completely damaged. That seems really weird that everything would be damaged in the hex, besides 2 points of manpower. That seems really strange. It was a long battle, I guess, but still, it's disappointing to see that we didn't capture more fuel or oil or supplies there. All right, well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the turn, and we'll see you in the Discord. Take care, everyone.